What is going on? It's a beautiful morning, so I figured I'd take my little GoPro with me and do another video. Check this out. So you might have seen this area. I'll walk here quite a bit, but this area and some of my sample images that I've done on my previous videos. It's just a wonderful little area to walk. And in the early morning like this, there's not a lot of people, so kind of have it all to yourself. So anyway, today I was going to talk about the best Pentax lens of all time. Yep. And before I talk about this, I had purchased this lens before and I had sold it. I think I was going on vacation or whatnot, and I sold it because it's not rare. You could, it's not like they don't make it anymore. So I was going to buy it again a few months down the road. I just was going on vacation and needed a little extra cash, and I hadn't bought it. It's been like a year and a half or so since I've owned this lens. So I bought it again recently. And what I was going to say is, you know, I do a lot of these reviews about used equipment and stuff like that where you could get it used. You have to buy new equipment to support Pentax, Ricoh Pentax. So when I do these videos, a lot of times I'll, you know, quote used prices. I try to buy new equipment when I can. Sometimes it's a lot cheaper to buy the used stuff, but if it's just a little bit more, I'll just go ahead and buy new, like I did this lens. So let's talk about this lens. So yeah, buy stuff new occasionally. All my cameras I buy new, most of them, if they're like the new flagship. If I buy that, it's going to be new, of course. But anyway, so this lens, what is it? Well, on paper, it doesn't. You're going to say, what? If you've never used this lens, people that have used this lens will get it, I'm sure. But on paper, you're like, what? It's a zoom, first off. And it doesn't have a constant aperture. You're thinking, the best lens of all time, and it's a zoom, and it doesn't have a constant aperture? And the focal length is very small. It's not a long focal length or anything like that. So it's kind of odd. When you're looking at it. I mean, I thought that too. I originally came across this lens kind of, you know, on the internet, looking at other people's pictures, and a lot of pictures that came across, I was like, wow, that looks pretty cool. And they put what lens they used. So and it was that lens. The style of editing on the pictures just looked natural, kind of like the way I like to edit it. So I was like, wow, okay, let me look at more of this. So I looked at some reviews, kind of like you're doing, and everybody was saying how solid this lens was. So at the time it was like $800. So I was like, okay, I'm not sure about this, but I spent the $800 and I fell in love with this lens. It's just amazing. But now I rebought the lens, and you can get it for $500 off of B&H. So yeah, you should get your credit card out and buy it now if you don't, because it's that good of a lens. The colors, the contrast, everything is spot on. Now I was going to do a kind of a review. Does that make sense? Do a refresher on a review, but I looked at the original review, and there wasn't much else I could say about it. It's just a fantastic lens. And how many of you have already skipped forward to see what lens it is? Shame on you. All right, here it is. This is the magnificent lens. If I can get it out of my fanny pack here. Oh, here we go. Pentax 20 to 40 millimeter f2.8 to f4. This lens is amazing. Go out there and buy it. I'm not doing a refresher review on this, but I will leave the review link in the description below. You should really check it out. I kind of compare it between this and that DA Star lens. So anyway, thanks for watching. Go ahead and subscribe, and I am going to take some pictures. Check it out. Thanks again for all your support. Thanks.